Oh, welcome to Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is March that says January. My tablet being stupid again. Today is March the 4th, 2026. We're going to be talking about NXT. We got nothing about 2K26 at all. We heard that Demolition will be in the DLC. We don't know who else is going to be in that DLC and the rest of the DLCs. And we have like 2 days, technically 1 day, until the next, when 2K26 comes out. Sorry guys, I'm opening my chocolate milk. I drink chocolate milk in the morning sometimes. And I forgot to open it when I was getting ready to do this video. So I'm hoping we get this DLC revealed soon because we have we have 1 day left, and that's Thursday, and it's Wednesday. We're supposed to have this DLC reveal soon. I'm hoping we get it, or do we have to wait until when the next when the DLC comes out? Is that when we're going to find out? I'm hoping we find out before that because people spend a lot of money and people want to know what the hell they're spending the money on. I'm happy for the AAA people and a whole bunch of the AAA people. Panago, Lady Shamai, and the other guy. Wasn't there another guy? Panago, Lady somebody. I thought there was another one. I thought there was. Oh, I messed up. Nope, wrong one. Nope, I didn't want that. I want the list of the roster people. Thank you. I don't think it would show me on there because nothing showed on there yet. Lady somebody. Lady Panago. Is that the only ones? There's Jelly Roll. Talking about AAA people. I guess that's the only 2 new ones there that was announced. Okay. I thought there was a third. I thought there was a third one. Guess not. But ladies and gentlemen, we got some NXT to talk about and hoping we get some updates about 2K26. Maybe today or tomorrow before the game comes out and on Friday. I can't wait. I've been excited for the last couple of days because this is the last week until the game comes out. Well, it's not the last week because the last week was last week, not this week, last week. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. We got NXT to talk about. We got, ladies and gentlemen, Shayna Baszler made her return to WWE to train Kalani Jordan for her underground match. And the doctor told Lola Bunch that she shouldn't be fighting this, doing this match. But she signed a contract that she can't blame anyone. That she can't sue anyone if she gets really injured. The doctor says this injury could make you, if you hurt it more, you could be gone for months. Or it could end your career. But she still wants to shut up Kalani Jordan. So, ladies and gentlemen, she signed the forms and it's official. It'll be Lola Vice versus Kalani Jordan in the underground match. We have another match that got made, and it was Tony D'Angelo versus Dion Lennox. Because Dark Snake is not having fun because Tony D'Angelo took one of their guys out with a crowbar, and Dion Lennox called out Tony D'Angelo, and we have this match. We have a street fight. We have a face-to-face between Jada Parker and Blake Morrell. They talking trash about each other, saying all this, trying to figure out why Blake says she's a top star, but she has to convince everybody that she's a top star. And then Jada Parker said, call her a B word, and then we had a brawl between those two, but the referees and security guards stopped that. But after the 6-man tag team match with Swipe Right and Charlotte Hill and Hank and Tank, Blake Moreau says, "You want the hell of me, you got it," in a street fight at Vengeance Day. She wants to end this at Vengeance Day. So let's see what happens there. I just got a tweet saying about DLCs, so I might have to do a short little video about DLCs. But ladies and gentlemen, yeah. And then they had Jada Parker come out, and Blake went back in the ring. We had a brawl. Hank and Tank and Charlotte Hill had to stop the brawl with the security guards and referees. I'll tell you guys more about the 6-man tag team match when we get there. But ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Sainz had his own concert at the end of the show. So we talk about that when we get there. So first match, we got Miles Bourne coming out and talking about his win with the North American title. He has the original North American title, the brownish looking one. He has that one. He doesn't have the Canadian North American Championship. And Miles Bourne was talking about his win and all the supporters, but he wants to really thank the hater that hates him the most. And it was Ethan Page. He wanted to thank him for downing him, and he has to do what he has to do to win the title. Ethan Page comes out and said a whole bunch of things, and then he says, "I'm the only one that deserves a rematch for that title." And he says he wants to do it tonight. Robert Stone comes out and he says he would love to make this match official because both men want it. But Ethan Page says, "How about we do this match right now?" They're not even dressed to compete. They were in street clothes. They were in tuxedos. And Mr. Robert Stone says, "If you both want this, you got it. Bring a referee in." So these guys are in tuxedos, in suits, and they're facing each other for the North American title. It was a pretty decent match. But the winner of that match, and still the North American champion, was Miles Bourne after he whacked Ethan Page with a shoe. The referee didn't see it, but he whacked him with the shoe. Well, ladies and gentlemen, next we have Brandon Sinclair versus Nikia Lyons for a shot at the Speed Title Tournament. This is for who will be in the finals to face Thea Hale, and who will have a shot against Paula Hanley for the Speed Title. I think they said March 14th. I think so. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. It was okay. It was okay. But the winner of that match was Ren Sinclair. She won, and she's going to the finals. Can she win a title? Can she be like Kendall Gray? But Kendall Gray has a big street fight match at Cessation, something like that, in Evolve. I forgot her opponent was. But yeah, she has to defend her title tonight at Cessation. Next, we got Hank and Tank and Charlotte Hill will be versus Swipe Right. Swipe Right did not get involved, didn't let this match start the normal way. They attacked them before the match. They attacked them, and then, ladies and gentlemen, they tried to crush them with stairs. But it didn't really happen because they reversed it. But, ladies and gentlemen, Robert Stone got referees and security guards to break up this thing and put them in their corners and restart the match. And that's what they did. That was on commercial break. During this whole match, Keanu Carver comes out and told Booker T, "Tell your guy, Jasper Troy, keep my name out of his mouth." Because Jasper Troy, we got Elio LaFleur, Eli Knight, and Shawn Legacy talking about the Speed title. And then Jasper Troy comes out and he wants his title back. And everybody's talking about Keanu Carver, what he did to Shawn Legacy. And Jasper Troy says, Keanu Carver is nothing. And all that stuff. Even Josh Briggs says, Jasper Troy is not the only monster anymore. So, Mr. Keanu Carver is not happy about that somebody's talking about him. But, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent 6-man tag team match. Swipe Right tried their best to do anything they could. But the winner of that match was Hank Tank and Shyla Hill. Our main event will be for the NXT Women's Championship. Jacy Jayne thought that Sol Ruca would do the same thing to Zarya before the match even starts. She will attack her. Because Zarya did the same thing last week, attacked Sol Ruca before the bell even rang. They did the introductions, but they did not do the bell, and she got speared, and she got attacked by Zarya. So every time you see Jacy Jayne looking behind the back of Zarya and around the arena, even Zarya looking around, seeing if Sol Ruca would do the same thing. It didn't happen. This match was a pretty decent match. Zarya would look like she was about to win, but at the end, Sol Ruca comes out, attacks the Fatal Influence, Laney Reed, and Fallen Hanley, and then she did a soul snatcher on both Zarya and Jacy Jayne to make a DQ. So nobody won the match because Sol Ruca attacked both ladies. And she grabs the NXT Women's title. She wants that title, and she gave Zarya a kiss on the forehead. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Saints tried to do a concert to make fun of Joe Hendry and all that stuff. The guy couldn't, he does not use a guitar. He couldn't sing. He had excuses of why he can't be good at it and all that stuff. He says he didn't like the guitar, so he wanted a new guitar, but the one of the workers for WWE didn't want to give him the guitar. Because that person was Joe Hendry under the mask. And whacks Ricky Saints with the guitar. And then here comes Swipe Right comes out and attacks Joe Hendry. The numbers game was too much. And then Miles Bourne comes out to save Joe Hendry. And the two champions were standing tall at NXT. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys maybe later on today. Because I just got a tweet. I got a tweet on my phone. I got a notification saying 2K26 saying something about DLCs. I had to read it, see what happens. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all me today. Time is out. See you guys later on or on tomorrow for AEW results. Bye!